Abusua and there a dakesiye and there ye make history inti yaba asen man so back na and there a Emancipation Day no 25th edition tina ye dakesiye pa inti yate say your president ebeba abe gracie occasion no and na ye nuanom diaspora nta omo nso omo nim so omo ye before no omo gitum so omo nchi efri Ghana no omo so omo ba no ma ba behwe slave trade and baby omo take you omo last bag to me ade eno na yaba asen man so say ye be fasa history no ne ye nyina ahye na won so wahu ne ekoto ne ne ebesi enne ahanom nyina ye chaka because your president is here, my president is here in asen man so until yanko na yanko said there ebesi. You are watching the quest of Alkebulan and I am the pride of your ancestor and you know that your beauty any your culture na ye do so ye promote. So the journey continue, keep watching.
My name is Noah Megma from Ghana Tourism Authority. We are here at Manso to celebrate our Emancipation Day. And you know, Emancipation is the day for identity. We went through a lot of slavery with our forefathers within the African continent. And today, we are here to celebrate because we become independent. Emancipation means that we are no more under any subjective to any other slavery. We are now on our own, independent. And so today is the day we are using to celebrate that monumental program. And so if you see us here, we are here to celebrate Emancipation Day, which happens every year. Yes, so when you look at it, we have something called TEAM. And TEAM is a tourism income multiplier. And so you can just imagine when you were coming, you see that we're taking a lot of granules. I specifically were buying, and you realize that the lady who was just carrying granules has ended up smiling because all of us, hadn't been because of Emancipation, we wouldn't have found ourselves here. So we end up buying everything that the indigenes here are prepared. Now, these things that to prepare, some support to even spend about 2-3 days in selling it. But just today, they are going to end it. And so it means tomorrow, they are going to what? Increase their capital in terms of, so it tells that in terms of income, that is what we call TEAM, tourism income multiply. So that money he used to buy another one, this person also used to buy, and at the end of the increase. Apart from that, we are here to collaborate with our people, our brothers who are living America in other part of the Europe. They are coming in here, want to identify ourselves and get to know ourselves and know their true African identity. So it have a multiple of functions that we are here to celebrate.
My name is Anthony Lidazi. Yeah, born and raised in Elmina, the central region. We are currently here for the Emancipation, and as you know, our expectation is to wait for our brothers and sisters from the diaspora to come and patronize what we sell here. We have more things. We have a mat cloth. We have dashikis, we have bracelet, we have a whole lot. So the expectation this morning is very great, and hopefully we'll make it today. I cannot speak for the community in general, but I'm from Elmina and I came to make business. But for me, this Emancipation and all Pan Affairs is a great impact because it gives us opportunity to exhibit what we have in Ghana and to tell them that we have made in Ghana goods, and made in Ghana goods are the best. And if you need any craft, you need to look to Ghana because there is more and more for you to get in different varieties.
This show is called The Quest of Alkebulan. The original name of Africa is called Alkebulan. It means origin of all mankind. Okay, so the name Africa came about our colonial master called Africanus. He named entire African continent after himself. Yes, so our name is Alkebulan. You are an Alkebulan. You are the origin of all mankind. Yes. So what's your experience? You've been coming for 20 years.
20 years.
Tell me why you keep coming.
Because I bring groups for the last, every other year. It takes 2 years for us to get this all together. And this is my 20th year. And we didn't come from the pandemic, but for 3 years we weren't able to go, but we got it this year. And I had 40 people last 3 years ago. We had 40, and this group is about 15, 16 of us that come.
Done. Well done. So when you come, is it just you feel like home, or you feel something spiritual?
No. We know as soon as we got on the ground from the airport, we knew we were home.
Welcome home, Maame.
Thank you.
Ago. Amen. Wow, I like the strength at which you say amen. Good morning to you all. You're welcome to Ancestral Ancestral River site. My name is Kofi Ameni. I am Kofi because I'm a male born on Friday, and in Ghana, Fridays are always the best. Yes, and I will be your side guide. But before we start with the tour, we will be observing a minute of silence for all our brothers and sisters who lost their lives during the trade, on the Middle Passage, through segregation, through discrimination, and through police brutality. After which I would say, may their souls rest in perfect peace. And all of us here respond by saying, Ashe. So please, can we observe a minute of silence? May the souls of our ancestors rest in perfect peace. Ashe. Once again, you welcome home. It has been a 400 years journey. You never know any peace, or you never knew any rest. You persevered, and today we are back home.
I'm from Kentucky, so I was raised and I saw a lot. I got, what's the word I guess I'm looking for, a lot of resilience, because I've been here before. So I got a good understanding about what they've been through, so it resonates with me. The hurt is here, but I'm learning from it. And that's the healing part, that you're learning, and learning how to navigate around what you've seen and what you've seen our ancestors go through.
So I'm from New York also. When I was 12 years old, though, I went to New Jersey. And Mrs. Stanley, my history teacher, told us we would be studying the continents, and she started to list them. Excuse me? What about Africa? We won't be studying that. The next day my mother was in there, and of course we were on track. But imagine that, history, but you omit Africa. Painful, painful.
With all the pains that you've poured out, I am always at your side. Because you cannot tell me you love me, and you are so ready to let me go. Whilst we were growing up, our parents taught us how to love. They told us to love everyone, irrespective of where the person is coming from. So sometimes in my little corner, I ask myself, what happened? What happened for us to let our own people go? This topic has to be addressed. Sometimes I want to talk about it, and sometimes people don't want to listen to it. So we're going to make a short walk to the river. When we get to the river, I'll tell you something that you need to know. Okay. I just want us to change our focus. You see, we're going to look at this store in a very different light. I don't want to look at this store in the past because we've drawn so much in the past and sometimes we forget to forge ahead. Dwelling in the past is something that the Caucasians have implanted in us. They always want us to believe that everything that starts with us should start with pains and it should end with pains. I am very certain that when one of you were coming to Ghana and you have the Cape Coast in your itinerary, you were asking yourself, how are you going to cope with that pain? And that pain you can't do anything about because it is the pain of our forebears. So that pain should rather make you the better version of yourself. So when you come over and you only rely on the pain and you only cry and cry and cry and go back, you have lost everything. Because you are not here for the pain, but you are here to know who you are, where you're coming from, your ancestral connection, and your spiritualism. That is why we are here. So with this river that they left us, you know, it is a river of us. They intentionally named the river the last bath. The Caucasians intentionally named the river the last bath, just like they named the door of no return. So the door of no return and the last bath is the same thing. They are only telling you that there's no way you would ever connect to these places. Now, when you study our spirituality, for us as Africans, the strength in us is the strength of a river. River covers 70% of the earth. So when all rivers come together, there's never going to be any earth. When you and I come together, there's no race that could stand us. So your ancestors knew of where your strength lies, but they were so scared to tell you openly because they don't know if we would be telling people about it. So do you know what your ancestors did? They put it in things that we love. And spiritually, they told us to decode all those messages. So when you listen to Negro spirituals, what do they sing about? River, water, river, water. The Caucasians saw that concept and they said, no, if you were able to connect to that river, it's going to make you so stronger and so powerful. So why don't we sell another river in the name of the Jordan River to you? So that we will take you away from your beliefs and give you another thing that you don't even know. So they saw towards the Jordan River, and today all of us go to that river to do all the rituals that we have to do. I am not against anything that they do over there, but I don't have any of my ancestors in that river. So when I go to the Jordan River, who am I going to speak to? I rather prefer to connect to the rivers of my ancestors. In this river, they know me. In this river, they know my name. And in this river, they would communicate to me. When you listen to the whispers in this river, it is not just the river making noise, no. It is the million voices of our forebears. So when you get to that river, your forebearer in that river will locate you and tell you why you made this journey. One thing that you have to know is that you never plan to come to this journey. You never plan for it. You never plan for it. It has already been planned for you. So you have to go through this and go through it well. The first question that I asked you about the pains that you felt, and you were able to tell me, oh, this pain, I always tell you that, look, we should be very careful because most of the things that we know, it is not our story. They are people's story about us. So when we concentrate more on those stories, it's going to divide us more than whatever you could think. I wish I had all the time to go through everything about it for you. But even with this, I read a book entitled The Transatlantic Slave Trade, Landmark, Legacies and Expectations by Professor J.E. Akwanda. This professor made a very interesting revelation about the trade. He said 1% of the continental Africans supported the trade, 1%. And 99% of us were against the trade. Today, the 99% of us are being blamed for the pains that was caused by 1%. But I'm going to give you two scenarios. Choose one and tell me why you go for it before we get to the river and off we go. Mom, I came to you as your son. And I said, my brother over here is organizing a birthday party. And he wanted me to be the MC for the program. You know, all my life, that is the only thing I wanted to do. I have never had the opportunity as compared to what this man is offering me. So would you give me the chance to do whatever I love best? But Mommy said no, because the environment is not conducive. Mommy was scared for me to die. So Mommy said, I cannot let you go. But I was able to convince Mommy, and Mommy accepted, and I went to the birthday party. I was at the party doing my own thing. And few hours, Mom, you heard a knock on the door. And that knock, you knew was me. So you were so excited to welcome me home. You opened the door, and to your surprise, someone presented to you the dead body of me. That your son, who just left an hour ago, is dead, and this is the body. The second scenario, all things being equal, I went to that same birthday party, but this time I never came back and you never saw me again. These two, if I asked you to choose one, which one would you go for and why? Closure? Would you want closure or would you want prolonged aches and pains? The first one is closure. I would always go for closure because I can't stay one day not knowing where my son is. The prolonged aches and pains of not knowing would even kill me and dampen my spirit. So almost all of us always want the closure. But if you want the closure, have you ever thought about the 99% continental Africans who have their brothers and sisters in you stolen and taken away from us? Nobody brought to us your dead bodies for us to have closure. But instead we went through 400 years of aches and pains. But my question to you today is, how do I get my closure? The only time I would get my closure is a day today for you to have made it home. So you're coming here, you are giving closure to millions of our forebearers. You are giving peace to the land. And you are also giving closure to us. So this journey of you is not just a journey of history. It is a spiritual journey that has to connect you with your ancestors. Today we are closer to the rivers of our ancestors. We have to connect to our ancestors. We have to let them know we are here. We have to let them know that your children have come back, irrespective of whatever has been done on us. We are here just to say thank you. Because if you don't say thank you to them, tomorrow you and I will also be like them. And no one would ever mention your name. When we stop mentioning the names of our ancestors, that made us inferior. Because without their name, you don't have history. And people tell you mention the names of our ancestors are evil. And we have stopped doing that. But please, can I ask you a question? When you read the Bible, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, James, who are they? Are they not people's ancestors? So why are you always being made to mention their names and you forget your mommy and your daddy who made you who you are today? Do you know John? But I guess you know your mother. I guess you know your granny. So when we have the chance to connect to this river, those are the people that we have to say thank you to. Because those people are our guardian angels. They are our family, they are our blood. And most of them also have their blood spilled in this river. We can't come to this river to listen to history. The history, you could read that in books. But we are here to connect to ourselves, to connect to our souls, and to thank our ancestors for their role. I don't want to go back. I don't want you to go back as your same self, no. When I started working in here for the past 10 years, a lot of life has changed through me. Because I don't want you to go as your own self. You have to go as a change and a better version of yourself. I want people to see you and identify that you really have a change on you because you have connected to the land of your ancestors. This land is always welcoming you. And that is why we're going to go straight to the river. I know some of us, our knee hurts, but don't worry. It's always sorted out. You could just make it. Take that first step. We go into the river. Just connect to our ancestors, sing their praises, thank them. And when we're done, I tell you a secret that you have to do. And after doing that secret, I know you're going to search for me, but you're not going to find me again because you only see me once. We're going to go straight to the river. And let's make a short walk to the river. One afternoon after a tour, I was in the river trying to meditate, and I was taken far away. I didn't know what was going on. So when I waked up, someone told me it was a trance. I met someone who is my ancestor that I know. And this man just asked me this simple question. He said, Kofi, why have you given up? I was like, I have never given up. He said, it's not about you. My people have given up. I was like, which people are you talking about? He said, our people from the African diaspora and the continent have given up. And it is making us scared. And I asked a question, why are we scared? Why is it making you scared? They said, oh, with all the resilience, with all the bravery, with all the strength that we have shown you, why have we put that behind us? Have we forgotten who we are? And I was like, I don't think we've forgotten. They said, no, you have forgotten. They said they still insist that we have given up. I answered them by saying, no, for me, I have never given up. I don't know about you. Have you given up? Have you given up? Have you given up?
No.
This is not for me to say. But we need to promise our ancestors in this river that we will never ever give up. Because we know who we are. We know where we are coming from. And we know our history. There's no one could ever dampen our spirit. When you kill us 1,000 times, 5 million will resurrect. We are here to tell them we will never give up. And this is where we're going to sing one song for them to affirm our belief that we promise you today in your river that we will never give up. And this is what we're going to sing. We're going to sing We Shall Overcome. And we have to sing it from the in-depth of our heart. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we are not afraid today. Now, as we stand in the rivers of our ancestors, we all have ancestors. We all know them. We all know the role they played in our lives. Today, we have to pour them all and thank our ancestors for all that they've done for us. This is why you could call the name of your mother and say, Mommy, you were my pillar. You are my source of hope. You are my everything. As I stand in your river, all that I'm here to say is to thank you. All that I'm here to say is to thank you for all that you've done for me. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be who I am today. Amen. We owe it to them because they have to survive all this pain just for you and I to be free. So today in their rivers, we are just here to say thank you. We all have story to share. This is why you say thank you. Everywhere you are, just say thank you. Let them know you thank them. Thank them for all that they've done for us because we deserve to thank them. Yes. Let me see. So I go, this beautiful lady, her name is Mama Grace. We basically always have to appreciate our ancestors. She has been one of my strong pillars because people are making me to believe that I should never mention my ancestors' name any longer. So I stopped mentioning their names. But she told me, no, your ancestor is the one that you know, the one that have been closer to you enough. So sometimes just say thank you, even all times, just say thank you to them. Whilst we are in the rivers of our ancestors, we are here to bless ourselves in this river. She's going to take in blessing the female, and I'll be taking part in blessing the male. As I told you, I want to go back in here as the best version of yourself. I want all the hatred and all the pain should be left for the rivers to carry it. I want the light to shine on us, and I want you to always know that when you came back home, you were accepted in the rivers of your ancestors. Into Mama Grace, everything, maybe you just fed the water and just put it on their head and just say everything to them.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm coming from Toronto, Canada. And this was my first time in Ghana, my first time at the river. And it was, I think it's like an indescribable feeling. Like, I think it's just something that you have to experience, and you have to really just put your mind to, and just block everything out and just be present and be in the moment and just feel it and just envision what happened and how far we've come.
Hi, my name is Kia Sawyers, and I'm from Toronto, Canada. This is my first time in Ghana, and so far I've been having a wonderful experience. This is my first time at the first bath, or last bath, and I could say, like, for me personally, I'm a half and half spiritual person. So just coming here, just coming back to my roots, has just been a wonderful experience for me.
Hi, my name is Adisa Sawyers. I'm from Toronto, Canada. This is my second time here. Today is the day that my grandmother passed away around 13 years ago. So being here today made me feel much more closer to her. I wear her bangles on my wrists, and I just put them in the water, and it was a next level spiritual experience.
Hi, my name is Nigas from Toronto, Canada, and it's my first time in Ghana. It's a great experience, and it's my first time at the last bath and first bath.
My name is Lamont. I'm from Virginia, in the U.S., and the experience for me was a little overwhelming, and at the same time, a revelation as far as me coming back, bringing my ancestors back home with me, who were taken across the shores to America, and me coming back here to follow the path that they took. So it was definitely an experience to always remember.
Another Danka Akufuado, our senior minister, Honorable Nanaya Osafo Manfo, Nananum, our regional minister, Miss Meligo Asa. Yadin Semfua, Bakum Yenu Betu Wanum, Nana, Yamatrin Kwansan Sawaji and Felso, or Dawi near Dichla, Apiranim. Any a same man in a boomcase, Nana, Yamawakwaba. And Panifua, Mochasia, Yemianma Mufria Manani, our brothers from America and other Caribbeans and the sister nations, we welcome you all. And now, that's on Koa, a Jinawama, a Tosso. Edionunum, Yadeka Emancipation, they are a silver jubilee. Now, Emancipation team, Ninso, Ama team say, a crab soon you bet me a shame crying. Ama young Africa, Yabibima Emuha, a Busia Hodo, you bet me a ye bibi, Adia Kwa Aje. Na ya share your home crying, ama bibia ya no, ya ye say, ya de anti, ya dream home, I de home by. And next at it by ya own fire, ye so kaka ya say, Ampa, emrebia a chum, ye de home free, and Kwasuma say, and so minkai mo aka say, a dream Kwasumbi. Kwaswa, ye pese, the far, and ye might be so. Can't yes, I would do a baby and eba, ye casa, a far. The be same says, and there, ye bonny the row of my mind. Sir, I can't funny, I can't culture. Yet, Nasia, ye who say, ye abra bomuni, and that day, and kite the ye jina hay. That's one could be a yen and animal, Eddie who are dance ye, a ye be to so, any woman and animal betua, and that day, I can't yabo Maame Abesia. Ain't you be the sir, Suba way, but say I dream, no fact and for flosso, at the Adrimu and Quasum, Abetu so. Ain't ye Mraswa, as ye can't say there be a mere ye free gate of no return. Aba gate of returning, ye begina so aka yansu ye kasa ama wo kire bibi mu akire ye a se ye de beto to yamamre ho ene yamani ye ho se ebobra na se eye pepepe ye nti ase ye de a ye beka se ye nti wase nana no me mamu nyina kwa aba nana no amatwa ase ama apemani mu asase so ye beji atum se Emancipation enye ma asimpa ni ma na ase manso aye Ghana ene abibire mu man nyina na yedi eno nti se nam so ye bibi se de a ene ne ye bibi a eye se ya hyenso de ebo a ye ho na na de dan kwa gugu aso nam so ema na say Minister of Tourism ene other subordinate omo ye nhia mu de bi wo Kwame Nkrumah ye kwahu Kwame Nkrumah Misrim wo Nana Yedowa say, and when Yama wa Peja or Kwame Nkrumah Misrim war as any Fufra, what the Abemuno, as a danka, your cost was slow, I say, asema nso wɔ slaves yard center hɔ ehia saa ne bi nana kaayɛn na ɛbɛyɛ ade foforɔ na ɛpagya slave yard hɔ na ma yɛn nso apem animum asema yɛn nso yɛn kɔ so yɛn nuanom ɛba ha ɔmbɛdan wɔn ani ano ɔmokɔ nana wofa wo kwan so ne yɛ ba yɛn pɔtos ahodoɔ a atotɔ yɛ kwan so yɛnum sɛ nana wowɔ first phase a wayɛ aha wɔ second phase politician for kasa yɛsɛ is in pipeline nana wei deɛ is in draft track the potholes is killing us nyame ekum yɛn nana yɛsrɛ wo animanimu a kakra mo bɛyɛ aka ho afa ho ama yɛ kwan yɛn ɛda hɔ yi yɛn nso yɛnyi yɛn ho fa ahodie kakra no nana yɛade srɛdeɛ ni yɛkɔ so nso srɛ wo sɛ ade biara a ɛyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ ɛfa yɛ sukuu ho yi nana ba wayɛ bi ama yɛ mebaa nkyɛn mebɛbɔ aba so mekae deɛ waka ɛne nea woyɛ sɛ free SHS a wode baeɛ nana yɛsrɛ wo sɛ ɛde economic challenges aba yi sɛ biribiara fa ho a nana yɛsrɛ wo free SHS ne deɛ nana yɛsrɛ wo na wohyɛ yɛbɔ sɛ womfa nsa nka nana yɛmo amo yɛma apue a yɛkɔ so hyira wo sɛ mmerɛ COVID ne baeɛ no nana wohyɛ nkɔm bi wɔ m na nnipa bebree hu sɛ yɛkɔm hyɛ wokasa sɛ sɛ yɛ nnipa baako koraa wu a yɛntumi mfa ne ma nkɔm biom nanso yɛ economy no ɛtɔ apete a yɛwɔ ho kwan yɛbɛhwɛ nana saa ka sɛ kae sɛ wo kan na aba mu ɛnso mehyɛ nkuran sɛ wo kan nti na aba mu no kasa nyame de hyɛ mu ɔma ɔtumi ka saa sɛ nyame korɔ no mbaba wafiri ɛne economic challenges no nana yɛda wase ɛnɛ da yi sɛ waba pem anim asase so nea ɛka sɛ yɛmma wo tiri nkwa mama yɛmma wo nkwa tenten yɛmma wo nyame sɛ ɔnkura wo mu na ne w'ani so ade ho nyinaa ɛnyɛ pɛpɛpɛ yɛnam saa kwan wei so ɛma mo nyina ayikoo na ahyɛ yɛbɔ sɛ woba a wode yɛasɛm bisa ne yɛn nkɔmmɔdie kakra yɛde to w'anim bɛba na anapia a yɛhwɛ w'anim yɛma wakɔ aba yɛma mo nyinaa akɔ aba
It is my honor to introduce to you the extraordinary president of Ghana, the president that is widely respected among the Community of Nations, globally reputed as a visionary president, a man whose ideology and vision is commitment to serving and making things better for the next generation and not just for the next election. And by this ideology has instituted and established many formidable policies that have transformed the fortunes of this country. One of such, the monumental free SHS policy, which His Excellency introduced, and since its introduction in 2017, has given opportunity for nearly 2.5 million young people to realize their dreams. Systemic barriers removed, economic barriers removed, for them to realize their future. The president who is Agenda 11 president, who has built many health facilities saving lives, the president who believes in industrialization and creating jobs for his people, one district, one factory president, having established many factories in this country, particularly this region. The president who is revered and respected, I'm talking about His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who has left his legacies and blueprints that will long be remembered by future generations and generations yet unborn. I introduce to you Nananom, our brothers and sisters from the diaspora, ladies and gentlemen, a royal, a man of tradition, a man of integrity, a man of great vision, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic.
Eminent clergy, Central Regional Minister, Senior Advisor to the President, the Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Deputy Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, the Deputy Minister for Education, the Member of Parliament for Asin South, the District Chief Executive for Asin South District Assembly, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Tourist Authority, Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Tourist Development Company, Omahene of Asina Pimenim Traditional Area, Omahene of Edina Traditional Area, Benkumhene of Asina Pimenim Traditional Area, President of the Panifest Foundation, representatives of the African Global Family of the Americas and the Caribbean, residents of Asin Manso, fellow Ghanaians, fellow Africans, ladies and gentlemen. I must first of all thank the Omahene of Asin Apimenim Traditional Area for instituting this celebration and for making it part of the national calendar, Emancipation Day. This celebration allows us to do many, many things. One, to bring back to memory the millions and millions of our kith and kin that were killed as a result of the slave trade here in the Atlantic and in the Americas and in the Caribbean. It allows us also to renew a pledge that never again we would allow such atrocities and barbarisms to be visited on us Africans ever again. It also allows us to re-engage the African family and build a bridge across the Atlantic that allows us and our brothers and sisters in the Americas, in the Caribbean, and all over the world to find themselves again as one. It enables us to use the occasion to reflect and prepare for the future, to confront the challenges that beset us in this 21st century as a united family. It allows us also to use this occasion to renew our demand for reparations. Ghana has been given the honor by the African Union to organize a conference in October, bringing together Africans all over the world to reflect and push forward our demand for reparations. If people can be compensated, in quotes, for the Holocaust, Africans can be compensated for slavery. But above all, this day enables us to celebrate freedom. And for us, to celebrate our freedom and our independence and sovereignty, to renew our pledge, which we find in our national anthem, that we will resist oppressors' rule with all our will and all our might. So Nana, Omahe, the country, Ghana, the African Commonwealth, thanks you and your ancestors for instituting this day and for insisting on it every year. May God continue to bless you. And now, Bobby, hey, Abishia said, Bibi men, yeah, when they chair, when they're free, a baby boom, Akase, a bibi mine, yeah, pne, Emma de Sieno, a baby Sibium, a way, your breast. Then Kabom Swa, he says, Siano, so, ya faso, and his uncle Naba. Minim, Pote. Say, be mine, Kabom no buy more. Be beer the Yassi ha, a bit to make a sea quiet. Yes, a sea corner, ye be called, when you coupon so a bediachi, and me to baby as a sea. And I boss no dear mirror fee, one a young wedgman, a beba. A quan also see a bear, ye can't quan so I say, Minana. It's all kinds of Baku because a refuse to what a bambia and ye quine Wagana to send my buy. A bambia and ye a quine a Wagana to send my quine. The American toy no name yet. Tinamanaban say, still, ye na some more bois and you to me twasso, your coswa. Acquire organ and Yina MP before you better about the year and will be as well. And see, now racism break the eight, no boy, and then Basso, the Bassoa, Ghana quine to send me my age, your Bobby Simon Everson, or Becoso Aye, Emma Bebia, and Quano so about the ass and Papa. Now, you come to these occasions, you can't come empty handed. So, my chief of protocol has got 100,000 CDs as my contribution and donation. And assorted drinks are all here to help in this occasion. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Hello? Nana Adonono, His Excellency the President Nana Dankwa Kufuado. Omampani, Nono, Onsisium and Sanawaham, Adogagai, Showboy, Onono.
Your friend Nana Sentia Kusi. I'm a tossum yenu. I sing up many bengu hine. The continent me. The war I sing in Shuta. Na sa a fashion yeshi. Aya a fashion casia. Yena nanum canete breno. Na and quarto was no. So mukoto or more. Na omo di omo eba. A hand omo do begu. Na breno so ano ma be fa omoko the sesunti na ma ye kai ye nananom a abrofo no de omo fa sa akwan no so ndi bra ye start say ye di afa hye enade ye ka ho a mfinhye aduonu num ni na afa hye boa ema ye ya hin kroi aya asen man so mpuntu otumi bam etumi manipa atitiriw tumi ba kroi mu enam so ma your secondary school wa ha ene aban no de nani ahwe ma omahiesie secondary school no sempanifo de ene omagu akwan so a ompezo ombesi dan akese a serebe ya abrofo ne ba ombenya baabi atena kopim se be wie program no ansana omo akọ nti afashion de esi edi a emempuntuo kase etumi ba yekurodua mu esi amenemu kase samohwe ahwe nipa ahodo a mfifira manone amama so ni nkronkro ahodo so bebre na abehia omampani na nado ono so ebae no aboa ma kure ye na meka se moye manya ye start every better 1 week ni ani ade adi sa celebration ya bepem sa abri nti ya fa hye de sie di a eboa mampuntuo eba kurodua mu pa.
Yo abusia, entino, you are still watching the quest of Alkebulan. Ye ba same man, ye be do ye me bawa mane, and they are bro. Ye see move 4 o'clock and match. And I have a pim swana, there will be any swayation, no tresse. Who knew be upon a one interview, no, entiniama kakra course wa. Ube to me who know, and no, I was say ye president eba ye or the chair 100,000 Ghana. Say, omufanya, dear, not or hinny bisa for roads. Into 100,000 say, omufanya dear, or modebani a bond, semuma, ye who ye and I share yenum and I tie yenum, diasporans, no so omupeni and adia, or daomano, or no sonin sama, or wa, or the car ye, in Yama cone a suonumu honomono. And now ye means so much for movie America by and SME Yamamo, and Nana Necoso, a video numuna. Wo se no enti dia dae koso nya ni putri ni enyanke be interview nkofo bebre ama wenye obi asa de odgene se dia ofili so te say ye can sing man so the vibrations and the frequencies are running e wo mumu but obi aso aye hye na nsuo no so e ma kwan kra enti na te se de ye timi nya ya ye de ma wo no enu ani se de omo kan ye omo se de dae be so ya ani putri enti na te se aheya ene ye betimi e de wa beduro. The journey continues. Keep watching the quest of Alkebulan. Always remember, I am the pride of our ancestors and call me the goddess. Makra.